Hi ladies, if you clicked on this video, you're interested in seeing my everyday makeup routine for oily skin and how I stay glowy and looking presentable for every occasion. The good thing about this makeup routine that I'm about to share today is it takes very little product and minimal steps. I start off with washing. I am going to give you a little tutorial on how to do it because what's the point of snatching your face if we are not even taking care of the blood flow that is going through our skin, because that's really what's going to give us that natural lift even after we take our makeup off. You want to make sure that you already have your AM cream on your face to get that nice slip and glide. Start with this edge here and move up, pulling your face back 10 times. Okay, then we're gonna get this side right here and we're gonna move our faces up 10 times, everything 10 times. Moving on, we're gonna go in with this right here and go up 3 times on the high ends of our cheekbones. Now getting this corner right here, kind of lift the forehead a little bit and go right underneath the eyebrow, contouring the nose. Getting this side again, just gonna hold the eyebrow, because you know we always want to look like this, ladies, at least I do, 10 times. Okay, last part, holding the top of your forehead again, up 10 times. Getting this part, once again, getting that chin. We don't want double chins. Okay, and as you can see, I already look way more snatched than I did before. Starting off with the base on how to keep your skin oily free throughout the day, but still giving you that natural glow. When I do this makeup routine, I literally do not even have to blot throughout the day. I just start to begin to have this natural glow that, to be honest, I don't feel the need that I need to blot away. This is the magic product, you guys. I don't use setting spray or primer, and it lasts all day. Roche Posay. This Roche Posay is what keeps my skin looking matte and dewy all day long, and it's a sunscreen. It's 60% SPF and it's dry to the touch. It is a mineral sunscreen, so if you are my shade, you are going to see a little bit of a white cast, but don't you fret, don't you fret. Once you put your makeup on, you will not see a white cast at all. Your makeup is sticking. Your oil-free makeup is going to be flawless by the end of the night as well. What you do is take just about, I would say a little bit more than a dime size of product and just get in there and all over your face. Don't be shy. Makeup is fabulous, but the one thing about makeup is that you also want to look good when you don't have the makeup on, baby. So as you can see, I do have a slight white tint on my face now. Jump scare, it's okay. Moving on to the next step, and you will no longer see the white cast. Kosas Concealer. This is in the shade 8.1, and I love this concealer. I buy it through and through because it's no creasing. I do not have to worry about my undertones clashing. Starting off with letting my concealer sit under my eye to have more coverage while I do the rest of my makeup. Also going in, covering up any blemishes that I feel like will peek through. Doing always around the mouth to brighten that area up, my little trouble spots. Now I'm gonna go in with this flat brush. It is pretty dense. Just gonna go in around my mouth. Only getting the areas of my trouble spots and around my mouth because I don't want that to set so much that it is now these weird patchy spots underneath my makeup. Going in with the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin. She is that girl. She is that girl. Lasts such a long time and don't have to worry about continuing to re-up this product, and I use it every single day. I like to start off with very minimal of the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin because I like to be able to build up on my makeup. I don't like to wear too much to where now I have to wipe it off. Going in and just getting that all into the skin, and you will see that the sunscreen white cast actually begins to dissipate. As you can see now that I have all of the yummy skin dispersed all over my face, I no longer have that white cast and I'm looking super dewy. I still have not blended out the concealer. This is on purpose. We're going to continue with the rest of the steps. Next, getting just like a small brush, like about this size, just to keep the control of where the concealer is about to sit. I build that out very gently. The reason why you want to blend out your concealer gently and kind of just slowly tap that in is because you want to prevent creasing in your makeup. Once you have blended out all of your concealer underneath your eye, we're going to move on to a little bit of a bronzing contour while we let that dry. Moving in with our Fenty Beauty Matchstick. This is in the color Truffle and the number 4. We're just going to get it and get just the high points to add a little bit of warmth back into our skin. Getting the forehead, because if you're like me and you're a forehead queen, you know, just get a little right there. Just a little. Not too much. So as you can see, we have it in this area of our skin and up at our cheekbones and a little bit on our forehead. Now we blend. Taking this big fluffy brush, it's not too dense. I'm just going to now blend that up and back. Taking it in, blending it up and back in continuous motions. Being gentle, you don't want to wipe it off your face, but you want to make sure you don't have any lines either. Taking the nose and just kind of getting in there. This is just a little bit of a contour moment. If you want to keep that out, you definitely can. It's not a requirement. To get a little bit more of a contour around the jawline, I just like to take the matchstick and just do a little swirl on the brush and get that and just roll it down my neck. We're going for that very snatched, effortless look. This makes sure that you're not having like just big streaky lines on top of your just clean makeup that you're trying to go for, or I should say effortless. Now that you see that we have the base, you can see we have some warmth added in here, and then in the center of the face we have a little bit more of a bright, airy look, and then we have more of a snatched look on the ends. I'm going to go ahead and do my brows, but what I use is this e.l.f. little brow stick. This is after brushing my brows, and now I'm just going to do a little bit of a fill-in on the outer ends of my eyebrows. Everyone's eyebrows are different. Some people have thicker eyebrows than me. Some people have a little bit more sparse eyebrows. I think the best way to have a natural, easy eyebrow is to not go too dark. Really build upon your eyebrows and just shade in where you feel like you need it most. Now that we have our eyebrows done, you see that looks very natural. You see the hair strokes, and you don't have to worry about it being too dark or just overpowering your face. Moving into a little bit of baking, I do believe that baking does help best when it comes to creasing underneath the eyes, just keeping you bright all day. The brightening powder that I use is going to be the Fenty Beauty in the color Honey and the number 5. Going in with my little triangle thingy here. What's that called? I don't know. We're gonna just go in starting from the corner and lightly tap outwards, bringing that up. You see, now we have kind of like a cute little banky moment. Going in with the other side. I know this might look a little crazy for someone who does not want to look like they're wearing that much makeup, but let me tell you, this step is a non-negotiable. You must do this step to keep yourself looking super bright and prevent that creasing throughout the day. Can't be completely scared of the makeup early, so we gotta put the makeup on. You want the makeup to stay, you gotta put the makeup on. Also, just using the excess that's on the little triangle here and just get right here and around the mouth. This helps with creasing throughout the day around the mouth and just a little bit right here in that T-zone to help keep that bright. Next, while that's baking, I'm going to go in with the Rhode Blush. This is the color, what is this? Spicy-marg. I'm just going to go in then with this flat angled brush. And as you can see, I like actually just kind of get mine and go like that and don't want to apply it straight. As this is baking, I know this sounds a little counterproductive, but it really chills out the spicy marg and just kind of makes it more of a very flush pinky. getting it. Don't be alarmed. I know it's a bit much right now. You want to get the brush and drag and kind of messily do that and bring that up to the top of your eye to add some color. Bring this up the top, by the way. Do not bring it too close to the inner corners. You just want it to be snatched. Just keep this very controlled and at the top. It's nice that this is like a creamy formula because then that adds that natural glow at the points of your face, the high points of your face and your cheekbones. So as you can see on this side of my face, I did go a little crazy and I got a little bit too low, but this part of my face, you can see a little bit better. You can see a little bit more better at the high points. To go in and to fix that, we're just gonna go ahead and bring that up a little bit. Fix that. Now that we have our blush on, we're gonna go ahead and use this little brush to just wipe away the excess on our face. I like to keep it controlled and kind of do a little bit of a wipe away and take that excess and get it on top just to kind of mattify, but also keeping the pink noticeable at the tops of the lids. Gonna get the excess from the little flat brush and just to kind of bring the pink back. I kind of took it out. Moving into mascara. This is my favorite drugstore mascara. It is the e.l.f. Lash and Roll. It's so weird because I like this mascara when it gets a little bit older. I feel like at the beginning it's not really giving, but it really, really lifts when it gets just a little older. As you can see, this eye compared to the one that doesn't have any, and it's a very natural elongating formula. I would really like to really pump up the lashes, so I add a couple of coats. I feel like the best way to work with this mascara is actually to grab it with this portion of the brush and blink. Now that we have our eyelashes long and luscious, I'm gonna get the little brush and also just getting off, you see like there's that little area. We're just gonna clean that up as much as possible so we don't make any mistakes. If you want, get a little bit on the outer ends and just kind of lightly glide mascara to open it up. I only do this at the outer edges of my lashes to kind of open my eyes up and give me a little bit more drama. Keep it very light. Another little tip, if you have face jewelry like myself, I just get a little napkin and clean off my jewelry so it peeks through. Moving into the last step, which is our lips. I'm gonna go in with this NYX Lip Liner. It is in the color Mahogany. Just getting it. Kind of blending out just a little, kind of bringing it down. I really like this color because it is like a natural pinky nude, and I feel like a lot of the times lip liners, when it comes to like pinky nudes and things that are not necessarily brown for us colored girls, it's just like I don't want brown sometimes. Sometimes I am a pink girl. I like a nude lip. So I feel like Mahogany, if you have lips like even in the shade range of mine, perfect for that effortless pinky nude. Moving in, I love these. I love these. That e.l.f. lip oil in the shade Pink Quartz. Love how the applicator is so juicy. I'm gonna go in and I just like to lightly dab, you know. I don't really want to like rub it into my lips. I just want to be on like sit on top because I want to make sure my lip liner is still there. And I just want it to look the juiciest it possibly can. Honestly, this for me, this is what makes this basic look like so elevated, so model-esque. This is the completed look. It's easy, it's effortless. Like I said, I do this every day. It is so model. It is so just fresh and clean and really gives you that elegance to your face and just enhances your natural beauty already. And I will be sharing all the products down in the description if you want to check any of them out. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and let me know if there's anything new you learned today and if you like these videos from me. I thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.